Hey folks, this is Jake Davis, and today I'm covering the top 5 unconventional Christmas movies. Now, what exactly makes these movies unconventional? We got horror movies, we got action movies, but most of these films are rated R, and let's just say if any of these films I mentioned are your go-to Christmas movie, then you're probably a bit of a weirdo, and I like that. So, number 5 is Gremlins. Now, be fair, I didn't really know where to put Gremlins because while it kind of feels like it should be higher on the list, at the same time it felt on a personal level just to be a traditional Christmas movie, but it's really not. Between being a horror movie and the very dark backstory of Phoebe Cates' character, which I don't want to spoil here. Um, it just seemed just a little too dark, a little too edgy. Even though it's a very funny movie, it's a comedy, but it's still a horror film, and I don't know. I had to put Unconventional. It's Unconventional's Christmas movie, but since it feels like such a pure Christmas movie to me, That's why it's number 5. Only number 5. Number 4, Lethal Weapon. Now, yeah, you know it, man. Lethal Weapon was released in 1987, written by Shane Black and directed by Richard Donner. Stars Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Mitchell Ryan, and Gary Busey. Uh, if you don't know the story of this movie, it's basically about a man, a suicidal Vietnam veteran who is now an LA detective, and he gets paired up with a new partner who's retiring soon. And even though it is a brutal, violent action movie, it's very much about new beginnings and people growing and people getting over the pain in their past. It has a Christmas message, a Christmas story. So, yeah, Lethal Weapon is absolutely a Christmas movie. So next up, number 3. Um, Another movie I kind of want to put a little higher, but number 3 is The Nightmare Before Christmas, directed by Henry Selick and based on a poem by Tim Burton. Again, the story of this is a skeleton from Halloween Town stumbles across Christmas in the North Pole and wants to hijack the whole gear. Now, even though he has the best intentions, he is a crazy, unhinged, deranged person, or dead guy. And so, despite best intentions, he still does everything wrong and everything bad. I have always enjoyed this movie, but it wasn't really until I got with my wife I really got a new appreciation for it. Um, it's so musical. I mean, there's so much music and there's so much songs and it's so connected. It's really well made. I love The Nightmare Before Christmas, and and I love stuff like this where you got a character like Oogie Boogie is in the movie, pretty much just to distract from the fact that Jack Skellington is the villain. Uh, he's the bad guy. It's all his fault. Movies like Inception are similar. Leonardo DiCaprio is the bad guy. He's the villain. He's trying to rob this guy out of his birthright, where at the same time he's leading all these other people into a much dangerous situation than they're aware of because of what he's hiding from them. He's the bad guy. So I like The Nightmare Before Christmas. Number 2, Bad Santa. Yeah, it is. Bad Santa is kind of a Christmas classic for me, man. I gotta watch Bad Santa around Christmas time. And much like Lethal Weapon, it is a story about new beginnings and, starting over and starting fresh and being with the people you care about. Even though it's about a sex fiend, self-hating, alcoholic mall Santa who's planning on ripping the place off, while at the same time he's crashing at some rich kid's house whose dad's in jail, who he doesn't even bother to learn the guy's name until the middle of the movie. It's still very sweet, insanely hysterical, and excellent movie. Again, like Lethal Weapon, it's a pure Christmas story. Um, I love Bad Santa. I think it's a great film. And my number one is, of course, everyone's number one, Die Hard. Even though, unlike Lethal Weapon, Die Hard doesn't really have. I mean, it's a guy who wants to spend the holidays with his wife. No, he's trying to salvage his marriage, is what's going on in this movie. Uh, I love Die Hard, but a buddy of mine recently said that he really didn't feel it was a Christmas movie. And even though, yeah, it's a Christmas movie because it takes place on Christmas. It doesn't really have a Christmas theme or a Christmas message. Nothing about the time of year or the symbolism of a new year or even connections to, the nativity story. But there's no denying Die Hard is probably the most beloved pure action movie of all time. And if people want to use the holidays as an excuse to watch it with their dad, I say God bless them. Because I've always loved it, and to me, it kind of sucks that it's become this everybody wants to watch it now, because I thought that was just my thing. For years, I would watch Lethal Weapon and Die Hard back to back, Jingle Bell Rock and Let It Snow. I just love that 1-2 punch, man. But yeah, Die Hard's number one. Now, of course, my honorable mentions. You could do a whole marathon of Shane Black stuff. I mean, you got your Lethal Weapon, you got you got your Iron Man 3, you got your The Last Boy Scout, you got Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and I almost said Batman Returns. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie too. There's also Black Christmas. I never saw the original Black Christmas, and even though I do enjoy the remake, it is very much a foul film. I couldn't really, with an open mind, with a clear mind, a clear heart, recommend somebody actually see it. I mean, I'm exposing you to some horrible, horrible stuff. Even though I like it, it is not for the weak of heart. And unfortunately, like I said, I never saw the original, which, damn, I don't know why. um, and oh yeah, there's also this movie where Bill Goldberg plays a Freddy Krueger-like psycho Santa Claus, which I believe came out straight to a DVD called Santa's Sleigh. So if I missed some, let me know. I probably did. Uh, that's my rundown of unconventional Christmas movies. Oh, and Krampus. I don't like Krampus, so that's probably why I forgot about it. So yeah, there they are. I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you like, share, subscribe. Tell me what I missed, and yeah, all that good stuff. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.